We greet you all. And this is a very interesting question we were invited to talk about. It's the question about why do sometimes humans suffer from chronic illness, from chronic disease? People suffer not. We want to point that out. People are allowed to perceive chronic illness, or what you perceive as illness, we would label rather as a very talkative body. You're very talkative with your bodies, even though you do not notice that, or you do not seem to recognize how much you actually communicate with your bodies on so many levels. So when you go to the toilet every day, when you think about waste production, your body is telling you sometimes something every day. When you think of all the bodily functions, your body is talking to you every day. And then suddenly, or not so suddenly, it depends whether you receive the illness when you were very little, when you were unborn, or later in life. At any stage in your life, illness can happen. So disbalance and imbalance can happen. And somehow the body is speaking up more. Somehow it is getting more pertinent in the message. Your expression, your radius of expression is enlarging, actually, even though sometimes you can feel like you're bound to the bed, or you're bound to be at home when you're ill, but actually your perception is widening, and it is a gift that you are receiving. So pain actually is always an invitation. For example, when you suffer from back pain, or when you suffer from headaches, when you suffer from chronic stomach ache, it is always a gift to you to perceive this, to be in communication with your body, to learn, to have an accelerated process of learning here, and to widen your perception, to be a teacher in this moment to others, how you deal with this pain, to be a student in the eye of the higher mind, in the eye of the higher learning, on your soul path to receive a different vibration in this now, and to be able to embody various vibrations and various frequencies in the now. That is a gift you receive, and you receive it because you're ready for it. So each of you who feels like, I suffer from pain, change perspective, please, and recognize that you do not. You do not suffer from it. You are able to take it on. You were able to express yourself in that way. And this in itself is enriching to your life. It is a gift. It is like a different language you now speak. And we do not say this with sarcasm, and we do not say this in a cynical manner. No, not at all. Please be aware of how you change as a human being when you are suffering or perceiving yourself from being ill, when you are noticing that you are different from anyone else in that moment, or over a longer period in time, like many years, or half your lifetime, or your whole life. Think of those people who were born unable to do certain things, like walking, seeing, hearing, communicating. They are just born differently, and they live their life as different human beings. However, they may not even be humans. So we will say this sometimes. Your extraterrestrial family is visiting you, and they have very challenging tasks because they're simply able to do this and live in the constant vibration of being different, of being in pain, or simply being on a different location than the rest of you. But this is taking me away from the subject. So, however, when you do feel like you're burdened with this illness, please look at this illness. What is it telling you? What have you learned so far from it? How do the surroundings you're living in perceive you when you have this illness, when you carry this illness? What is your life now, and how would it differ from a life without this illness? So these are all learning fields, all possibilities to receive this illness with. And we will say sometimes people are very grateful to have had an illness that gain them so much more insights.